Mark your calendars. Memphis Wrestling's all-new lineup is hotter than ever. Powered by Pro Shingle. Next Saturday, February 19th, it's our next free watch party at Dave & Buster's in Memphis. Come watch WWE Elimination Chamber with us. Plus, we'll give you a free power card. March 6th, two-time WWE Hall of Famer and five-time World Champion Booker T is coming to Memphis Wrestling. VIP experience tickets are available at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com. March 19th, Memphis Wrestling makes its way to Black Rock, Arkansas for a special event benefiting Black Rock Police and Fire Departments. Help us make a difference and get your ticket at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com. March 27th, Memphis Wrestling is Too Cool with WWE superstar Scotty 2 Hotty live at the Wrestle Center. And be on the lookout for a big announcement coming for April. All tickets are on sale now. Get yours before it's too late at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com.
Music is my life, and I bet it's yours too. After all, we're all very complicated beasts. You're not just into wrestling, you're into other stuff too, and that's where the record store comes in. I've got 1,000 CDs or so, and I've been a rock fan for as long as I've been old enough to go to, well, the record store. So every week I close my eyes, stand in front of my collection, and randomly grab a CD. Whatever I pull out. Could be old, could be brand new. It's what I cover in that episode. It could be anything, from Asia to Yes, from John Cougar to Elton John, from Rumors to Weird Al's greatest hits. You just have no idea. I do a little bit of homework on the artist, talk about what they mean to me, and who knows, maybe I've had a chance encounter with one of them. And finally, I review the album track by track. I might confirm that it's one of the greatest albums of all time, or I might conclude that buying that album calls for me to have my head examined. Who knows? So join me, Lance Levine, twice a month right here at the record store, and let me remind you how much the music means to you as well.
Hey, just a quick reminder, subscribe for $5, $7, or $10 at www.patreon.com/Shooting the Shiznit without a G. That's right, Shooting the Shiznit without a G. This episode is also brought to you by SpunkLoop.com. Remember, when you're getting funky like a monkey, if you know what I mean, use Spunky. That's right. Go to www.spunklube.com and tell them STSPod sent you. We can all help prevent suicide. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline provides 24/7 free and confidential support for people in distress, and also prevention and crisis resources for you and your loved ones. Call 1-800-273-8255.
1, 2, 3.
Newsstand versus Newsletter embarks on a journey of a classic wrestling year. Were the PWI readers accurate with their assessment of talent? Were the Wrestling Observer newsletter subscribers more right than wrong? Join longtime friends Scotty and Andrew as they talk about Newsstand versus Newsletter.
1994.
Welcome to another edition of Newsstand versus Newsletter. I am your host, the future Hall of Famer, Scotty B. But as we're going to come on today, we're going to review a year that's pretty fun and interesting. I'm going to bring on my co-host, Mr. Andrew. No last name needed, no location needed, but for the right amount of money, I will give you his location.
Hi, everyone.
Andrew, how's Andrew doing tonight?
Pretty good. I had a pretty eventful night, actually.
Oh, really? Did you leave the house?
No, I did not. But well,
so today we're going to do the 1994 awards from the Wrestling Observer and the Pro Wrestling Illustrated, which I was holding up, and I have my papers today because I bought a new printer for $100, and I ran out of ink already, which is awesome. So to start it out, let's kind of talk about 1994, and we'll start with you, Mr. Andrew. No last name needed. What were you doing in 1994?
Well, my grandmother died that year. Also, personally, I was pretty much the last year I was really into collecting hockey cards. Mm-hmm. Actually, I think maybe even the year before, but I think 94 was really the nail in the coffin with that as my hobby. I was a huge WCW fan. It was the year I bought my first pay-per-view. I didn't get to see it because I went to my grandmother's funeral, but it was Bash at the Beach 94. Yeah. It was my last year at junior high. I was elected president of my junior high school.
Rigged election, probably, I'm guessing. Rigged. Yeah. You made Donald happy.
I did. And that was pretty much it for me. What about yourself?
I was just kind of getting it. I had a lot of things going on. It was a cool summer because that summer I moved. The summer before I moved to the country, from the city, had no cable, and we got a satellite dish, one of them big old school ones. And that was my first real exposure to WCW. Watching that because we had Saturday night. And as I told you the story, I'll tell here is the satellite feed of Hulk Hogan's ticker tape parade. And he was sitting there. He was sitting in Orlando taking, doing autographs and telling people to get the pay-per-view. And it was cool because there you go. It's right there. He it had him off like when they go commercial or something, and he was just being himself. It was kind of cool. Music was a big thing to me, like huge thing to me. I was big time into music. Mm-hmm. My favorite musician at that point, and you know me pretty well, and I guess you will probably not be able to guess who my favorite musician was in 1994. Or music act, I guess, or musician.
Was it Naughty by Nature?
No, that wasn't even 94. That was like 92. That was not my favorite in 1992. No, my favorite in 1994 was Beck.
Okay.
I was a huge
Beck
fan. Not even close.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk about the year of 1994 in wrestling because it was a pretty different kind of year, but it was a lot of fun. I was telling you in our, I guess we'd call it our pre-podcast conversation. I consider the dates of April 16th, 17th the best weekend in pro wrestling history.
Yeah, I can see it.
J Cup in Japan on the Saturday night, and then you had Spring Stampede the next night in Chicago, which was really awesome. Being at 10 was really good. WCW had a lot of good stuff early. Like they had a run of really good pay-per-views early.
Yeah, plus some good clashes as well.
Yeah, and then gets a little. We all know how 94 ends with the great main event at Starrcade, the Butcher and Hulk Hogan, aka Bruce Beefcake. I mean, I'm just saying it was great. And Mr. T against Kevin Sullivan. You can't beat that.
Now, unfortunately, sorry, go ahead.
Saying looking at that was funny because I completely forgot about that match, and it was somewhere on the internet that we were both on the page, and I thought to myself, "Oh my god, that really someone was dumb enough to book that match. Like, who in their right mind would think that's a good idea? That is a stupid idea."
I believe Kevin Sullivan when he says that all of his ideas were simply just to appease Hogan. To the whole Dungeon of Doom was let's give him this. Yeah. So that way, once we start asking him for good stuff, we'll have built some, goodwill with him.
Well, Hogan would never do that. He would never do good stuff. Well, I mean, NWO, but that would come because basically he knew that it was time to turn. All right, so let's start out here. But yeah, 94 was a good year. And it kind of doesn't get enough credit, I don't think. For being a good year, Vince goes to trial, almost goes to prison, which would have been really nice, but it didn't happen. You can go ahead. It
actually features my maybe I'll have to think about it. Not counting clashes or Saturday Night's main events, but features my favorite TV match for both companies that year. For WCW, it was Lord Steven Riedel against Larry Zbyszko, and for
you and Zbyszko,
I love him. And for WWF, it was Bret against the Kid.
Can I get into this in a second? If the 5 people who watched our videos have seen, you've heard my argument about Bob Backlund, and you give me shit for that, and it's fun shit. You're not being mean. Mm-hmm. That's the same with Zbyszko, man. Like
it's different. One's a heel, one's a babyface. Babyfaces are supposed to be likable, and
he is.
They're also supposed to elicit sympathy. Like even Hulk Hogan could get the crowds thinking that he was going to lose to the guy that was much smaller than him by playing the sympathy. Backlund never did that. He was always
the man
in control.
Bobby, listen, if you're watching this, buddy, I got your back.
Yeah.
No pun intended. And we can hang out sometime, Bobby. Just don't put me in the CrossFit chicken wing because I don't want to get my neck broken. Let's start the awards.
Sure.
We're going to start Rookie of the Year, and we'll let you go first, Andrew. And I got the picture right here of the man.
Which is bullshit, by the way.
Why is that?
Well, because in the 1980s, 911 was managed by Paul Dangerously, before he became Paul E. Dangerously, as one half of the Motor City Madmen.
Oh, that's why he's a rookie. Yeah, keep going. Go ahead.
Yeah, and his partner would go to WCW. I think he had a match at Starrcade 90, maybe the Clash before then. Just got squashed by the Skyscrapers. But, yeah, there's no way he was a rookie. He's kind of like getting Rookie of the Year in the same regard as...
He's getting a new gimmick. It's funny. Was that the Skyscrapers draw match where they beat the living hell out of that guy because he wouldn't sell? Remember that one? You ever see that guy? And the guy he kept getting...
Oh, no, that was a squash match.
Hey, you remember that? That guy,
yeah.
You're gonna get murdered. Like you're gonna get killed. Dan Spider's gonna kill you in the ring. That's the way it is. Who's your runner-ups?
Well, 901 got it with 12,701 votes. Runners-up include Bob Sparkplug Hawley with 10,567 votes. Who, by the way, not a rookie. He had been wrestling years before. Abuda Singh with 6,957 votes. And do you know who that would become?
No.
Balls Mahoney,
okay.
also known as Xanatlaus.
Yeah, he wasn't a rookie. He was wrestling for a while.
Yeah, I was watching. Yeah, I was watching some old '92 WFs and Superstars, and he shows up there. Mikey Whipwreck is the third runner-up with 6,321 votes, and honorable mentions include Bryant Anderson, the son of Ole. Frank Anderson, no relation, died a couple of years ago. Swedish wrestler. He spells Anderson with two S's. Chavo Guerrero Jr., Jesse Henning, Kurt's younger brother, who never amounted to anything. Mohadib, I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm not sure. That's the man who would eventually become Ahmed Johnson. And Jungle Jim Steele.
Fun. So I got, for mine, Mike Whipwreck is my guy. He got, where's it at here? He got 1,012 votes. Number 2, John Paul Levesque. You've heard of him, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
Got a little problem with his there.
Time to play the...
Yeah, exactly. Don't do them steroids, kids. Bass Rutten, he was in there, 624. 911. So I guess they thought he was a rookie also, in the Observer. Timon Honda, Vagabondo, Bryant Anderson, the Gangsters, Hiroshi Ono, two Drosies in that fucking list. Honorable mentions Alex Wright and Yasada. So yeah, I mean, Mikey Whipwreck, I would assume that would be I would put him as Rookie of the Year.
Mike Whipwreck?
Yeah.
I don't know, Triple H.
He actually didn't have a bad year.
Are we talking about that particular year? Who was the best rookie, or who had the best career after that?
Oh no, that year.
That year, yeah, Mikey Whipwreck, I'd say.
Okay. All right. So the next one is me for Manager of the Year, which we have him right here, Mr. Never Angry, Always Happy, doesn't have an opinion on everybody, excluding Vince Russo. And that's a perfect picture of him.
It is.
Mad at the world. Jim Cornette hates everything. If it's not pro wrestling from 1985 on, before that, I hate it. I hate everything about it. I don't like the stuff they do. Listen to me, I'm more important, and I don't like Dairy Queen.
Although, to be fair, he has come around on AEW. He has been giving them props lately.
Oh, I don't listen to it because it drives me crazy. We got Paulie Dangerously at number 2, Sensational Sherry at 3, Tammy Fitch at 4, Ted DiBiase at 5, Woman at 6, Harley Race at 7, Jason at 8, and Colonel Robert Parker at 9. Now for you, do you want to show it, or do you want me to show the picture too? It's up to you.
Well, I had something.
There he is. There he is.
Manager of the Year.
And we're going to bring up another one. We have 3 of them for him. There we go. There's Mr. Jimmy Hart. I guess, in kayfabe terms, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, he did manage a champion, but I'll tell you, Jimmy Hart as a babyface manager,
Horrible.
boring.
Yeah.
Just it seems like he's unnecessary. Like,
Yeah.
Hogan did the whole promo, and Jimmy Hart's just standing there. Like, what's the point?
Exactly. It's not much of anything.
So Jimmy Hart wins Manager of the Year with 16,432 votes.
Yeah.
First runner-up, Ted DiBiase and the $1 Million Corporation.
Well, in their defense, it wasn't that bad in 94. It got really bad in 95. It was okay in that.
Fake Undertaker happened in 1994, Scott.
Okay. All right. That's fine. You win that one. So
Ted DiBiase gets 11,982 votes. Second runner-up is Colonel Robert Parker with 8,940 votes. And then Paulie Dangerously with 8,871 votes. Honorable mentions include Captain Lou Albano, Paul Bearer, Jim Cornette, Mr. Fuji, Tammy Fitch, Harley Race, and Sir William.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yep.
Let's see. Look here where we at. It's really the most improved next. I know we said we were burning through these, but we have some fun stuff coming up, so it's okay.
Yeah. So I'll start with most improved because you start with manager. Nope. You got it.
Sorry, I cut you off there, but you can show it too.
Sure.
I'll take it away. You take it away. You show
That's Big Daddy cool. And what I loved about the PWI Awards is WCW wrestlers holding their plaque, ECW wrestlers holding their plaque, indie wrestlers holding their plaque, WF wrestlers. Here's a picture.
Yeah, because they're not coming on there at all. I wonder if Hogan was pretty pumped to get the cover of that. That's all he cared about. Didn't care anything else. What's your runner-ups?
Check out the amount of votes Diesel gets for most improved wrestler of the year. 23,004 votes.
He did pretty good.
He won the Triple Crown in 1 year.
And the Rumble angle and all that stuff.
Yeah.
He definitely deserved it.
First runner-up, Johnny B. Bad with 13,013 votes. And let me just tell you, Johnny B. Bad was a perennial winner for this award. It seemed like every year he was either the winner or the runner-up. He was constantly improving.
How many times he got to improve?
I know, right? And then second runner-up is Sabu with 10,097 votes. Third runner-up, Owen Hart with 8,329 votes.
Yeah.
And then honorable mentions include Chris Candido, Shane Douglas, Tommy Dreamer, Doug Gilbert, Conan, Public Enemy, and Lord Stephen Riedel.
So for me, it's also Diesel. Yeah, he also
makes sense.
Most improved.
Now let me ask you this: with the Observer Awards, what's the cutoff date? Does it say?
I think it's like December because it comes out like February, so it comes out kind of later.
Oh, because I know that sometimes like, if something happened in late December, it would go in the next year's awards. Although it rarely ever happens because nothing good ever happens in December.
Exactly. Diesel at 795 votes. Shane Douglas at 2 at 655. Love Machine at 3 at 409. Atani at 4 at 362. Johnny B. Bad's improving, 286. Razor Ramon at 197. Latin Lover at 182. Conan Al Barbario. I don't know who that is. 160. Is that Conan?
That's Conan, yeah. He was also one of mine.
And Al Snow at 144. So we got that there. I gotta go find my next one. I know it, but so the next one is gonna be before we go to our first segment break. Match of the year.
Oh, okay.
We have Razor Ramon against Shawn Michaels. I go Owen and Brett before that, to be honest. Well, actually, no, I would not, because one of my favorite matches of all time is that year. So I just seen it. So goes Razor and Shawn at 984. Masahiro Misawa, Tatsuya Kwada, 6-3. That's the one, the really good one. Mm-hmm. That had 945, so real close. It was a real tight vote. Sasaki against Benoit, April 16th. That's the big one I was talking about. 920. Yep. So that's a crazy 3 vote. 984, 945, and 928. So that was a real tight 3 vote.
Yeah, it was.
Guerrero and Barr against Santo and Octaga, 7-9. At 4, Terry Funk, Shane Douglas versus Sabu. Flair and Vader, which is another one of my favorite matches. And you're talking about cutoff dates?
Yeah,
December
there you go.
27th, 93, yeah.
Yeah.
Masahiro Misawa and Kenta Kobashi versus Kawada and Talu, May 21st. Nasty Boys versus Cactus Jack and Max Payne. You remember that match?
I love that match.
That match is awesome, but it's brutal.
It is. My only complaint about that match is, for some reason, when it came to Nasty Boys matches, WCW loved to shoot it like our podcast right now, with one where they split the screen, show one guy brawling with one opponent and the other guy brawling, and then a lot of empty space on the screen. It just,
we got stuff right back there. It's fun.
I know we do, but I'm saying, like, you're watching Spring Stampede and all of a sudden you're watching a match and it just becomes like really small while you're looking at like glasses and stuff.
So this one here, they got Liger. This is interesting. I'm going to go over this real quick. Liger and Sasuke from April 16th in Tokyo. Jack and Sullivan against the Nasty Boys in Philly. Then Kong against Tokyo. Whatever. That's a couple others. Masahiro Misawa against Williams. This is an interesting one. Right, these are honorable mentions. Brett and Owen from WrestleMania got 72 votes. That's it. It's the last one.
Did their SummerSlam match get any votes?
Yeah, they got like 74. It's very odd that they got such low votes.
Well, it's like what CM Punk said. I don't know if you saw his quote where he said when he was growing up, he was a Shawn guy, and when he goes back and watches it, he finds Brett's work ages better because athleticism is always going to be topped.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the people are just going to get more athletic, but you're not going to get like better at the fundamentals of wrestling. You can just be different.
Mm-hmm. No, I get it. It's very odd that got such low votes.
Yeah.
I'm going through. So for you, match of the year, what would that be?
That is Shawn Razor.
What pictures did you get?
I got a couple of them, yeah.
And I got the famous one, so let's bring it back up again. Big match. I mean, I don't know. I don't mind it. I'm not blown away by it. It's not close. It wouldn't make my top like 20 or 30. Well, it doesn't.
94 was a great year.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go deep in, like, I love Austin Steamboat from that Clash 28, and that didn't get a single vote.
Yeah. So keep going. Sorry, I was just getting myself ready for the next segment.
So match of the year is Michaels Ramon from Mania 10 with 18,880 votes. First runner-up is Nasty Boys against Cactus Jack and Max Payne with 13,502 votes. Next runner-up is Hulk Hogan against Ric Flair from Bash at the Beach 94.
It's kayfabe. Well, hey, Hogan and Andre got my match of the year, so.
True. 12,093 votes. And then an unusual one, the third runner-up.
Yeah.
Alundra Blaze versus Bull Nakano with 10,341 votes.
Stuff. Was that in Japan or was that?
No, that was the SummerSlam 94 match.
Okay.
And some people would say that their match that they had on Raw was even better than the SummerSlam match. And honorable mentions include the 94 Royal Rumble match.
Yeah.
Terry Funk versus Sabu from March 20. Bret Hart versus Owen Hart.
Wait a second, not to cut you off. They had a match they had a show the same day as Mania?
I'm an idiot. I read it wrong. February 28th.
All right.
Because the Rumble was January 22nd.
Okay.
Then another honorable mention is the Ric Flair Sting match from Clash, 27, I believe. And then Cactus Jack versus Sabu from June 24. July 2nd, Bret Hart versus The Kid. August 24, Austin versus Steamboat, and October 23rd, the Halloween Havoc cage match between Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair.
Oh, that's not bad. No, not bad.
Very U.S.-centric with the results.
So, that's interesting. That's the first part of our segment.
Are you enjoying the episode? Well, Cash App us. That's right, $BTSTS. You don't have Cash App? Download it and get $5. That's right, $5. That's $BTSTS, $BTSTS. Hey, just a quick reminder, subscribe for $5, $7, or $10 at www.patreon.com/Shooting the Shiznit without a G. That's right, Shooting the Shiznit without a G. Hey, use our our Uber Eats code, Eats-Brian T24790UE. That's Eat-Brian T24790UE. Use that code and get $20 off a $25 order.
Okay, so let's get back into the awards show as we're speaking. Now we're going to go to Feud of the Year, and it's your turn.
Sure.
So you can show me, I'll show my picture, you show yours, whatever you want to do.
Absolutely. My feud of the year features my main man,
Brent Hart.
Bruce's brother.
Brett.
Brett versus Owen.
And I have this picture right here. Nope, that's my feud of the year. I just gave that away.
Spoilers.
There's mine. There's mine there from the cage match. Which, remember that match when Brett almost like, and listen, under no way am I making any light of anyone passing away. But remember when Brett saved Owen? When Owen got caught in the cage and almost fell? Do you remember that?
I don't remember it. No.
When they were it was early in the match, and Owen was doing a spot thing where he was hanging from it, and his foot slipped, and Brett grabbed him.
Nice.
Brett grabbed him quick and got him back up, right? It was pretty crazy. What was your runner-ups?
Well, Brett and Owen wins it with 17,004 votes. First runner-up is Hulk Hogan Ric Flair with 16,898 votes, so it was close.
Yep.
Second runner-up is Randy Savage versus Crush with 11,209 votes.
That wasn't that bad.
My friend Dylan, he made a good point. He said his most hated wrestler of all time is Crush, and his reason is that Crush always gets involved in stuff that he wants to see. He wanted to see Demolition against the Road Warriors, and Crush is involved. Yeah. He wanted to see this cool new heel Doink, and who's his first feud against? Crush. He wanted to see Randy Savage in his last WrestleMania match, and who's it against? Crush.
He doesn't like him.
Yeah, and then my third runner-up is Sabu versus Terry Funk with 8,098 votes, and honorable mentions include Tony Anthony versus Brian Lee, Steve Austin versus Brian Pillman, Bunkhouse Buck versus Dustin Rhodes, Diesel/Shawn Michaels against Razor Ramon, Ric Flair against Big Van Vader, the Heavenly Bodies versus the Rock and Roll Express, Conan versus Jake Roberts, and Erwin R. Shyster versus Tatanka. I don't know what kind of crazy person voted for that.
I remember that a little bit. It's funny. They really like Mid-South. Well, not Mid-South, Memphis. They like Memphis. They brought up Memphis. They always bring them up.
In the Observer?
No, in PWI.
There was no matches from Memphis there.
Yeah, Tony Anthony. Wasn't that Memphis?
Smoky Mountain.
Oh, okay. So my feud of the year, everyone might have seen it. They were paying attention. That's the best picture I could get. I couldn't get another picture. It was brutal to find a picture of that. Gringo Locos versus Mexican AAA. That's Eddie and Art Barr against. Who was it again? I don't know who they were.
The Los Gringos Locos was Eddie Guerrero and Art Barr, and for a period of time there was somebody else involved with them, and I believe that feud was just against the entire promotion. They were trying to NWO before NWO, so you had guys like El Hijo del Santo, Octagon, Dr. Wagner Jr., everybody.
I'll tell you something, man, and we're gonna get to it in a second. They looked like I'm not saying Eddie or Art Barr were greaseballs. But the persona that was done well, very well. Yeah, really, really good. Runner up is Brett and Owen at 738 votes. Oh, the winner got 961 votes. Then we have Misawa and Company against Quada and Company, 665, which produced some really good matches.
Yeah.
I don't know the dates. Flair and Hogan at 649. Conan against Perel. I got. How do you pronounce his last name?
Perel
Aguayo at 353. Atani and FMW, which we've all watched, versus Mr. Pogo and Wing, 264. Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels at 262. Sabu and Funk. Sabu and Cactus Jack. And then Sandman and Tommy Dreamer. And then a bunch of all matches I'm not going to get into. Okay, so let's go to our next one, which would be for me. Babyface of the Year, which after watching the actual FMW one is Atani, which I completely get that now because
Onita.
Yeah, Anita. I get that because he was super, super, super over.
Yeah.
So
well, if I can just interject there, just the fact that he was able to fill arenas without TV.
Oh, he didn't have TV. I didn't know that.
They would just have like specials. They didn't have like weekly TV. They would just have like it would be like the equivalent of like Saturday Night's Main Event or Clash of the Champions.
Okay. Yeah. Pierre Aguado, I can't pronounce his name again. At 2, Bret Hart at 3, Hogan at 4, Taker at 5, Takada at 6, Sting at 7, Santo at 8, Razor Ramon at 9, which I don't know about that. Masahiro Misawa at 10, which he should have been a lot higher than 10. Like, come on, it's Misawa. And then honorable mentions Ric Flair and then Kenta Kobashi.
The way I look at it with stuff like that is that, let's say you're a Japanese wrestling fan. You're probably going to vote for Anita for that one. And maybe like a Liger or something like that. And then all of a sudden you get the Misawa votes. But I mean, it just split amongst a few guys. Whereas with the US, you get a whole bunch of different people voting for different guys.
So your most popular wrestler of the year is
Sting.
Oh, Sting, there he is. Looks like a creepy porn star.
Yeah, he wins with 19,048 votes. And let me just go back to some of our previous winners, and let's discuss who we think was a better winner, either Observer or PWI, and who we would pick.
For the previous ones, you have to tell me the years. I don't know.
I mean, like, for example, the Rookie of the Year. We talked about Mikey Whipwreck was probably the best bet.
Yeah.
But we didn't discuss who do you think should have won Most Improved. Do you think it was Diesel?
Oh, definitely Diesel. Yeah, definitely Diesel. Yeah.
And they were both Diesel. So what about Manager of the Year? Cornette or Jimmy Hart? Who do you think is a better manager in 94?
Cornette. I'd go even dangerously over either one of them.
Well, in ECW, though, dangerously.
Yeah, Cornette.
Yeah.
Hart sucked.
Big time. Feud of the Year, what do you think?
I'd go Brett and Owen.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Because it took up such a big chunk of time. I mean, you think about it, it's from Royal Rumble to Survivor Series.
And it dragged on until 97, really, when you think about it. It still was there. I didn't see enough Japanese stuff to really get what the feuds were. I've seen all the matches, but I can't really guess what the feuds were.
How about Most Popular or Babyface?
Actually, I will give Tanya's credit. Anita, sorry. Yeah. Anita's credit. After watching that, I kind of get that.
Yeah.
Match of the year, I'm going to go Misawa Kawada.
Yeah. I really like that Austin Steamboat match. But most popular wrestler, Sting. First runner-up, Bret Hitman Hart. Second runner-up, The Undertaker with 11,503 votes. Third runner-up, The Immortal Hulk Hogan with 11,479 votes. And honorable mentions include Dirty White Boy Tony Anthony, Cactus Jack, Doink the Clown.
Oh, God.
The Kid, your boy Jerry Lawler, Lex Luger, and Razor Ramon. Doink in 94?
No, Doink was awful. Doink went from being a great heel to being garbage. With the second he turned babyface, it was over.
I disagree. I think Matt Bourne was fine. As soon as it became Ray Apollo, it was just goofy as hell. Like, Matt Bourne as a Doink that had issues with Bam Bam Bigelow and Luna would be fine because it was the same guy. But as soon as you knew that it wasn't the same Doink anymore. Like, right away, he just looked different, acted different, wrestled worse.
Yeah. So the next one is Tag Team of the Year, which you get to go first. So you go ahead and show your picture, and I'll show the one up there.
Sure. I've got the Nasty Boys in all their glory.
Yeah. Here they are here. No, they're not the Tag Team of the Year at all.
Really?
No, not even close.
Who would you give it to? Smoking Guns?
I'd give it to Misawa Kobashi.
I guess, but I mean, you think about it, their big match happened the next year, 95.
It's still some good stuff. I might have cheated because I looked down at my stuff. Actually, You know what? Well, anyway, keep going. Go ahead and tell us who your runner-ups are and how much you voted for.
Nasty Boys win with 18,904 votes. First runner-up are the Head Shrinkers with 14,069 votes. Second runner-up, Public Enemy with 12,012 votes. Third runner-up, the Rock and Roll Express with 9,047 votes. And honorable mentions include Stars and Stripes, Cactus Jack and Kevin Sullivan, Chris Candido and Brian Lee, The Heavenly Bodies, Pretty Wonderful, PG-13, The Quebecers, and George South and Italian Stallion.
Jesus Christ. They weren't paying attention to the states.
They were stuffing that ballot box that they were doing in North Kakalaki.
They're all hanging out. Just keep voting for us, guys. Get us in the magazine. Our guys. This is kind of a cool picture. Love Machine and Eddie Guerrero. It was the best tag team of the year. Masahiro Masawa, they won by 2,500 votes. Masahiro Masawa and Kabashi got 926. So let's talk about a team who got a ton of votes.
Yeah.
Public Enemy at 3, Heavenly Bodies, Rock and Roll Express, Shawn Michaels and Diesel, Tawa and Kawada, Rick and Scott Steiner, Hellraisers, honorable mentions, Crawford and Furnace, Toyota and Yakamama, Muda and Hase, Sato and Octagon, Headhunters, and the Nasty Boys. So the Nasty Boys were last in the Observer.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a big difference there.
But between their match against Cactus and Max at Super Brawl, the rematch with them at Spring Stampede, and then the match with Cactus and Sullivan, they have a solid case that's probably their best year. 95, they were awful as baby faces.
So when you're ready, we can go best heels on the first one to go.
Okay.
So, all right. So for my best heel, we're going to bring up Mr. Art Barr. And Art Barr looks like a really good heel. He died pretty quickly after, did he not, Andrew?
Yeah, it was like 3 days after when Worlds Collide, or maybe even the next day. I think it was the next day.
Wow.
They went up to the hotel to find him, and he was dead.
I thought he died at home in Portland. I could have sworn
maybe he did.
Because I thought
I'm
he
getting
died
it all
at home.
Confused.
That so many people died, but I thought his kid was there with him or something like that. I could have sworn I heard. But yeah, he got heel of the year, which is really, because I said he got huge votes. These are the votes: 2,598 to Ric Flair at number 2 at 626.
Yeah, it's a big gap.
Let me ask you something, because I didn't really watch much of Art Barr. If Art Barr would have lived, what do you think would have happened to him with him?
Oh, huge star. It's kind of like how he was the Gino Hernandez of the 90s, as far as being able to just elicit crowd hatred. Like they disliked him. Like I used to love watching some AAA stuff because he would like swim in the aisleway, like mocking the Mexicans trying to get into the States. And to this day, he had the best frog splash I've ever seen.
Yeah. I'm gonna check some of this. I've seen it, but I have to watch some more of it. Go ahead.
Yeah, like Eddie in like '97 when he was like super greaseball heel.
Yeah.
Was Art Barr. Like
nice.
I'm surprised he went babyface for as long as he did after that, because he was such a good heel with Art, but he was certainly second banana to Art Barr.
Number 2, Ric Flair. Number 3, I almost called Rick Vader. It's just been a long day. Vader. Number 4, Shane Douglas. Number 5, Mr. Bob Backlund. Number 6, Conan. Number 7, Shawn Michaels. Number 8, Mr. Pogo. Number 9, the greatest heel of all time, who I hate is with a passion, Jerry Lawler. I was going to say something like that. Owen Hart at number 10, and Masa Chono as an honorable mention. So for you, let's see who your heel of the year is.
My heel of the year is Mr. Bob.
One of the greatest wrestlers to ever step on earth.
And to this day, my favorite heel turn of all time.
And I'll tell you something about that heel turn. Look, as we get into that, I was watching wrestling then with a close friend of mine, and we were into that, man. Like that was
a great match.
And I'll tell you, man, Bobby played an awesome heel. But man, when they fed him the Diesel, that was it. It was all over. It was all over, man.
They should have did that at Royal Rumble.
Yeah, they fed him to him too quick and just killed everything he had.
So if you think about it,
there is.
You have Diesel winning the title at a house show where only the people that are in attendance can see it until Superstars.
It's MSG. I mean,
still, it's not the 70s anymore. You need to do this, and you need to like build anticipation.
Yeah.
And then who do you feed him? Very first match, Brett. You're going to split the crowd. You're not going to get people cheering him. And then you give him Sean, who's like half the size. Yeah. It's just a visual. And then Sid. Well, that's for another topic altogether. Bob Backlund wins it with 20,908 votes. First runner-up is Owen Hart with 14,201 votes. Second runner-up, Big Van Vader with 13,569 votes. Third runner-up, Jerry Lawler with 10,512 votes. And honorable mentions include Arn Anderson, Steve Austin, Bunkhouse Buck, Diesel, Ric Flair, The Gangstas, Shawn Michaels, Jim Neidhart, Lord Steven Riedel, and Tatanka.
Let me ask something about the Gangsters. How were they not the biggest? They did with best heel in both. Because anyone watch some promos of Smoky Mountain?
Well, there's why it didn't. Smoky Mountain.
Oh my God, the promo, and I'd love to find it, but we'll get hit for copyright. The promo when OJ did that. Yeah. Do you want to say what New Jack said?
That's one down. Or sorry, that's two down.
Thanks for doing the work, OJ. OJ. Like, my God, that is absolutely insane. Love it.
I love it too.
So wrestler of the year. So the main man, the brother. All our brothers. This is everyone's brother right here. Who is it?
Mr. Hulk.
Hogan. The Hulkster.
Hogan, right, brother.
And Hulkster right here. There he is with all his adoring fans. Look at the blonde girl in the corner. I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? See, look at the corner.
Yeah, I see
right-hand side. Like, I don't want to be here. He touched me earlier.
This one really made me feel like WCW paid PWI to do this, because you think about it, he has his first match in July.
Yeah.
So, and then he has a match at Clash, a match at Havoc, and then a match at Starrcade that doesn't even happen when this magazine came out. So he had 3 matches and he wins Wrestler of the Year, and all those matches were against Flair.
Yeah, garbage. What was your runner-ups?
Runner-up is Bret Hart with 16,341 votes. Second runner-up is Razor Ramon with 14,002 votes.
Gross.
You're not a Scott Hall fan, are you?
Not at all.
He's very mid.
Yeah. No.
Like,
never. Only liked him a bit when he came in. He was better, but yeah, no, never a fan.
Yeah. And then third runner-up is Ric Flair with 13,912 votes. Honorable mentions include Tony Anthony. Who would have thunk? 2 years later, it'd be T.L. Hopper.
Yeah.
Steve Austin, Alundra Blaze, Diesel, Lex Luger, Sabu, Rick Steamboat, and Sting.
Sabu being that far down is pretty crazy. Same with Sting. I find that pretty wild that he's so far down. So for my rest of the year, go ahead.
94 is kind of an off year for Sting. He becomes like Hulk Hogan's sidekick as soon as Hogan comes in there.
So we have, I'm going to get you to guess who the wrestler of the year is.
Is it Kawada?
It is Kawada. Yes, it is Kawada. I'll get to Masawa in a second. I find Masawa doesn't get a lot of love this year in 94. That's weird.
Well, I think it's because he's a champ.
No.
And people are always going to root for either Kobashi or Kawada to beat him.
Well, Kawada was a heel.
Well, not to Americans. Americans just like whoever's putting on good matches.
Yep. So we had Kawada at 960 votes. We have Sabu at 923. So you know how they love Sabu in 94. Ric Flair at 616. Kobashi at 488. Steve Williams at 442. Great Sasuke at 424. Shawn Michaels at 354. Masahiro Misawa. Bret Hart, which gets very low amount of votes, which is weird.
Yeah.
Terry Funk. Honorable mentions: Takada, Conan, Love Machine, Vader, Shane Douglas, Jushin Liger, Hakoto, and Aguayo. I keep pronouncing his name wrong. But anyway, that is the basic awards for that. So, I mean, Kawada, it's hard in Japan because I can't distinguish date to date. I know they're amazing matches, but I know the June 3rd one. Yes, I'm killing a fly. I know the June 3rd one is my favorite one. Masawa Kawada. But
hey, I just want to take a moment to tell you about Athletic Brewing Company. This might sound strange to some people, but ABC makes non-alcoholic brews. That's right. I like to taste the beer, with my food but not the alcohol. If you go to tiny.one/STSPod 2022, that's tiny.one/STSPod 2022, and try a 6-pack, use that link. If you buy a 6-pack, you get one for free. Athletic Brewing Company.
Shootin' the Shiznit is exclusively sponsored this month by spunklube.com. Spunk Lube is an award-winning personal lubricant that's fun. Spunk Lube is available in 4 varieties: hybrid, pure silicone, natural, and pink. The newest addition to the Spunk Lube family is Spunk Lube Pink. The pink formula is colorful and fun to use. It's a special hybrid formula that's non-sticky and non-staining. All of their products are shipped in discreet packaging from D Enterprises. Please go to spunklube.com and order a unique, fun-to-use personal lubricant.
Jackson, Tennessee, Memphis Wrestling is back! And you can watch it every Saturday night at 11 p.m. on CBS starting March 5th. This ain't your grandpa's Memphis Wrestling.
So let's go through some secondary awards that you have in front of you, and I'm going to get mine ready too.
Sure. I believe this is the very first year they introduced a new category, which is Comeback Wrestler of the Year, Mr. Hulk Hogan. So, as a young fan who was never a Hulkamaniac, I really felt like what are they doing? Like, are they trying to sell Hulk Hogan on me? Because I thought for sure Brett had it in the bag, kayfabe wise, as for being Wrestler of the Year, and to have this one award that was just introduced. It seemed like it was introduced just so they can give an award to Hogan, so we can have multiple awards on the cover. So Hogan wins Comeback of the Year with 12,489 votes. Runners up include Bob Backlund, 10,004 votes. The Undertaker with 7,890 votes. Alundra Blaze with 7,536 votes. And interesting honorable mentions, Scott. They include Diesel, Ken Patera.
What was he doing in 90? Wait a second. What was he doing in 94? Was he even doing anything in 94? I got to look this up. Keep going because I got to figure out what Ken Patera.
Check out his cage match. He must have been doing some indies around Minnesota or something. I don't know. And then the next runner-up was Larry Zbyszko. But the Ken Patera one really threw me for a loop. I read this for the first time. I was like, really? Ken Patera?
I don't
94?
even know. I don't even know. I can't find anything on him from 94.
Yeah.
Were they just throwing names out there? Just like to pick a name. So let's say Ken Patera. No one wants to ask. Guys will be doing podcasts 30 years later asking about it. So whatever.
94 and not so much 95, but 94, 93. Not even so much 92, but I remember getting PWIs monthly. Before then, I would get them, but I would also get Wrestler and Inside Wrestling, but then I just was PWIs is my main one I'm going to get. I'm also going to get Wrestling's Main Event every time I see that. I didn't care about WF Magazine. I would get it if that's the only thing the store had, but I don't remember anything about Ken Patera.
I'm looking again. I gotta
in 94.
I gotta figure this out. So I have him here. I'm just looking for his Wikipedia. 88. He's WWE. Goes to AWA in 89. He leaves at 90. He's in UWF at 90. Went to he wrestled preliminary cards in the 90s. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't have a clue why he's in that list.
Well, it looks like we have a new holy grail to find.
Yeah, I don't care to see Ken Patera in 1994. I didn't care for Patera in 1988, 89, 90. I love Patera in 80 and stuff, but not in 94. I don't. That would be awful.
That would be really bad.
Did he wrestle in that company? What was the name of that company? It was in syndication.
AWF with Sergeant Slaughter and Tito Santana, Bob Orton, and all them.
I'm gonna find out if he was there. Hold on.
I don't think so, because I have a DVD set of the first season I haven't. Well, I started to a couple of times, and it's so tough because the crowd is like an infomercial crowd where they're not authentically cheering. It just seems so fake.
Maybe a roster, maybe. Is that the one where they do the really horrible angle with Coco and Jim Neidhart?
I don't think so. I think that is like an independent out of like Vegas.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly what you're talking about. This is Virgil.
It was Virgil. Like, my God, what were you thinking? Anything for money. I don't know where the hell it's at. I'm not going to spend the whole podcast trying to find it. So whatever. Let's go to the next award.
Also, I have Inspirational Wrestler of the Year, which is Bret Hitman Hart.
Fuck him.
Bret Hart, inspirational.
What was so inspirational about it? He won the world title. Who cares?
I'll read to you.
No,
his little write-up.
You don't need to read this.
I'll just read to you. I'll read to you the first paragraph.
Okay.
Samuel Clems's A Tale of Two Cities opens with the line, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times." Bret Hart's 1994 can be summed up in this manner. Hart recaptured the WWF World Championship at WrestleMania 10, but went through an emotionally draining feud with his own brother Owen.
Yeah.
First runner-up. Actually, Bret Hart wins it with 19,498 votes. Second runner-up, first runner-up, Terry Funk has 19,122 votes. So Bret just wins it by 300 votes.
Yep.
Next runner-up, the Guardian Angel with 12,904 votes. And
I just read the Boss Man's obituary last night for the hell. It was on the Observer
really?
Of the Blast from the Past one. But keep going.
How did he die again?
Heart attack.
Yeah.
They all die from heart attacks.
Next runner-up is your man, Dave Sullivan, with 11,456 votes. He inspired me to change the channel many a time. The honorable mentions include Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper, Razor Ramon, Dustin Rhodes, George South, who I am convinced had a letter-writing campaign in his town.
Definitely.
Rick Steamboat, Undertaker, and Mikey Whipwreck.
Okay, I'm going to jump into a couple on my end, too. Most you don't mind to do that. So I'm going to go with the most unimproved. Hulk Hogan wins that with a lot of votes.
Well, to be fair, his 93 was no great shakes either.
Yeah. Lex Luger at 2, Jim Duggan at 3, Masachono at 4, Sting at 5, Guardian Angel at 6, Road Warrior Hawk, my main man Dave Sullivan, your main man Jerry Lawler at 8, Jerry Lawler's at 9, the greatest of all time, the Butcher at 10. Honorable mentions. Listen to this. This is most unimproved. Ric Flair, Bret Hart.
Wow. What?
Bret Hart, Honky Tonk Man. But
Honky, I get.
Bret
doesn't deserve to be on that.
How's Bret behind, ahead of Honky Tonk? This is funny.
How are they saying that Bret's 94 was worse than his 93?
Davey Boy Smith, King Kong Bunny, Jake Roberts, Undertaker, Ricky Chosu, Sid Vicious, Bull Nakano, and Jim Neidhart which should be a lot higher up. I'll do another one. Most obnoxious. Number 1, Hulk Hogan. Number 2, Eric Bischoff. 3, Vince McMahon. 4, Gene Oakland. 5, Herb Abrams.
6, Herb Abrams, 94. I guess Blackjack Brawl did happen in 94.
Yeah, you crazy bastard. Gorilla Monsoon, Todd Pettengill, Jimmy Hart, Jim Cornette, Shane Douglas.
Scotty, if I can just stop you there.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I just want to mention the honorable mentions. Dennis Kaluza, what's that? How do you pronounce his name? Corluza. No, last one, Bret Hart.
Yeah, they really don't like Bret, eh? But the Observer not liking Gorilla Monsoon never made any sense to me because Gorilla rules.
Not 94.
Not 94. But you look back to the 80s, he was getting worst commentator.
Oh yeah,
consistently, and Vince was always worse than Gorilla.
They didn't like that WF. They didn't like it. That's part of.
But if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna say, "Oh, WF sucks," Vince is right there, and Vince is always worse than Gorilla.
Yeah, definitely. So what's your next list? I did a couple. Let's do yours now.
I have the Editor's Award. Was given to Captain Lou Albano. A neat thing that they did this year was they had 1995 should be their year, and there's five wrestlers down there that they predict will have breakout 1995s. Now, I'd like to see your guesses for who's on there.
Steve Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Pillman.
No.
Trying to think who's like a mid-card guy. Because it's always like upper mid-card. Hold on. Jean-Pierre. Triple H.
No.
I don't know. Go ahead and tell me.
So they've got Steve Austin, Johnny B. Bad, Chris Candido, Tatanka, and Sabu.
Oh, well, Sabu already had a big year in 94.
Yeah, and there's also an in memoriam wrestlers who passed away in 94. We've got Paul Anderson. I have no idea who that is.
No.
Mark Bodie. Again, never heard that name. Mohammed the Butcher. I'm assuming that was an Abdullah ripoff. Ray Candy, also known as Kareem Muhammad.
Yeah,
George Crybaby Cannon, the big fat manager.
Yeah.
Eddie Creechman, who was Abdullah's manager in Montreal. Ronnie Etchison, never heard of him. Boris Malenko.
Yeah.
Joey Morella, and quotes Sam Menaker. I've heard that name.
Never heard it.
Sam Menaker, but I didn't know where it was from.
So I got a couple more here. Best on interviews. Ric Flair at number 1. What happened? Did someone get shot back there? I heard a big noise.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah. Something happened again. Someone got shot again. Shane Douglas at 2. Jim Cornette. Paulie Dangerously. Cactus Jack. Shawn Michaels.
If I could just stop right there.
Yeah.
Shane Douglas interviews suck.
Oh, they're garbage, but they liked them back then.
I've been rewatching ECW or not rewatching, but watching for the first time, like the TV. And here's a Shane Douglas promo.
Yeah.
Shane, ha ha! Douglas, ha ha! Dick Flair, ha ha! And it's like, I don't like when guys laugh at their own stuff. It's lame and it's stupid. And that was his whole shtick. And Shawn Michaels' promos in 94 were garbage too.
And don't forget Shane would say fucking shit because he was allowed to.
Oh, yeah.
He was garbage. Jerry Lawler, Bob Backlund, Jake Roberts, Public Enemy. Most charismatic. Anita, sorry, I almost called him Tawny for a 5th time. Yeah. Ric Flair, Agawa, Jesus Christ. Hulk Hogan, Sting, The Undertaker, Conan, Takada, Shawn Michaels, Love Machine. They gave your boy Bret some love. Bret Hart, honorable mention, Diesel. So, and then we'll do one more and we'll go back to you. Best technical wrestler. I want you to guess who that is in 1994.
Is it Kabashi?
Chris Benoit.
Oh, yeah.
Kabashi's number 2. Jushin Liger's 3. Here, Hase is number 4. Toyota's number 5. Bret Hart, number 6. Your main man, Steven Regal, at 7. Takada at 8. Kawada at 9. Shawn Michaels at 10. Honorable mentions. Masahiro Misawa, Wayne Shamrock. Listen to this one. Hoist Gracie.
Oh, wow.
Like, how's he even... He's not a wrestler.
When did the first UFC happen? Was it 95 or 94?
93. November 93. Yeah.
Okay.
Casas, Ric Flair, Dean Malenko, Blue Panther, and Minoru Sasaki. Oh, that's the guy from... isn't that the guy that was wrestling Dean? Or wrestling... who's the guy that wrestled Moxley on Dynamite?
Oh, that was Minoru Suzuki.
That's who's in there. Yeah, that's who's the best technical. Yeah. Okay, so you go ahead with yours.
So I've got some official awards for 1994. All I Want for Christmas is My Ear Back, Cactus Jack. All Trick, No Treat, Brutus Beefcake shows his true colors by stabbing Hulk Hogan in the back. And
Son of a bitch. Still pissed about that to this day.
Been cited more often than Elvis, the NWA. Best Accent, Razor Ramon. Bag of Hot Air, the WWF's new generation hype.
That's fun.
Midget of the Year, Dink.
Jesus Christ.
Grumpy Old Men, Colonel Robert Parker's stud stable. Fluke of the Decade, Owen Hart defeats Bret Hart at WrestleMania 10. Call the Fashion Police, Quick, Captain Lou Albano wearing sarongs to the ring. Then we've got Sexiest Babe in Wrestling, Tammy Fitch. How things would change. Worst referee ever, Mr. T. And
thank God they didn't say Joey Morales. That'd be really horrible. That'd be really awful.
And you go for some awards, and then I got some predictions for you, and I love giving you the predictions.
I got Bruiser Brody Memorial Award goes to Cactus Jack like it always did.
Obviously.
Sabu at 2, Terry Funk at 3, Vader at 4, Stan Hansen at 5, Public Enemy at 6, Anita at 7, and Aja Kong at 8. Best Flying Wrestler, Great Sasuke at 1, Rey Mysterio Jr. at 2, which is really close. They were very close to votes. Sabu at 3, Justin Liger at 4, Toyota at 5, Too Cool Scorpio at 6, Chris Benoit at 7, and the Kid, aka 123 Kid, at
nobody wanted to call him that name because it's so stupid.
And the last one, most overrated. I want you to guess who won that.
Hogan?
Damn Skippy. Hogan won it. Jim Duggan was a close second. Not really, by like almost 1,000 votes. It was a lot less.
Can you imagine? Just stop there for a second.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being like a wrestling promoter or booker? This is what you get paid to do, and seeing Steve Austin when he still had 2 functioning knees and saying, "Yeah, we got to have Duggan go over him in 16 seconds." That's what we got to do.
That's a lot of Hogan right there. That's a lot of Hogan.
That's Bischoff trying to please Hogan.
Yeah. Was it the Butcher was at 4, Diesel at 5, Bret Hart at 6. Bret Hart in the overrated. Let's see what else we got here. Sting at 7, Carras at 8, Masahiro Chono at 9, David Sullivan. So they're saying that Bret Hart's more overrated than Dave Sullivan.
You know, I'm convinced what it is they're not actually talking about like their ring work. They're talking about their push. And I still think Bret deserved to be pushed more than Dave Sullivan, but what do I know?
Yeah, exactly. And honorable mention, Undertaker and Bobby Backlund. All right, so let's go to your predictions.
Got some 1995 predictions. Let's see how good these people were with predicting. This was Eric Thornton from Kent, Washington. Razor Ramon will lose the WF Intercontinental title to Jeff Jarrett in a controversial Royal Rumble match. And I think that happened.
I think it did happen. Let's go take a look. I'm going to take a look at the results because I don't have a goddamn clue. Because
I get confused sometimes with the previous year with Erwin R. Shyster, where Razor retained after like some shenanigans where like they stopped the match and restarted it. Did they do the same thing with Jarrett, or did they give him the title?
Take a look here. Results. Jeff Jarrett defeated Razor Ramon. Let's take a look at what the finish was here real quick. We're going to go up, and we're going to look. Hold. Point figure 4 escaped. No, Jarrett collapsed after being in the figure 4. Or sorry, Razor was in the figure 4, went up for the Razor's Edge, collapsed, Jarrett pinned him.
Well, still, I mean, that's a pretty good prediction.
Yeah, pretty good.
Although it goes downhill from there. The Kid will win the title from Jarrett at WrestleMania 11. The Bushwhackers will win the WF World Tag Team title and and lose it to Rick and Scott Steiner.
And P.S. before I go any further, I do love the Bushwhackers. I'm a big fan. And I've told the story before how great guys they are. Did I tell the story about when I was shows? Yeah. They're awesome guys, but they're not winning the tag titles in 95.
Not in 1995.
No, it's not happening.
Can you imagine? That would be like the ultimate sign of, hey, we don't care about this division at all anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the free-for-all division.
Yeah, exactly.
Ted DiBiase's corporation will crumble.
Not yet.
It almost, 96, it's done.
Yeah, true.
That's
kind of an easy prediction. Because, I mean, how long is it really going to go for? It's a pretty easy prediction.
Well, in 95, I mean, it was the main event in Mania with Bam Bam, and then by, Survivor Series, he's got just Sid and the Kid, I think.
Yep.
Alundra Blaze will continue to hold the WF World Women's title. and will begin to complain about a lack of competition. She will then sign to wrestle Harvey Whippleman at WrestleMania and beat him in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So she was on the right track with Alundra, and she would also lose the title to Harvey Whippleman's Bertha Faye. So
yeah, true.
Steve Austin and Dustin Rhodes will trade the U.S. title several times in an ongoing feud. The Road Warriors will return to WCW to feud with Pretty Wonderful and will win the tag team titles at a Clash of the Champions card. Brian Pillman will be mysteriously attacked by a high-flying masked man who will be managed by Kevin Sullivan. The wrestler will unmask and reveal himself to be Sabu.
No, possible they could have done it if they could have signed him.
Yep. Then we have Richard Evans from Gulfport, Mississippi. Yokozuna will become a fan favorite as well as will Diesel.
Yeah. Yokozuna became a fan favorite, but he came on 96, not 95.
96. And Diesel was by late 94, so I don't know when this guy sent in his predictions.
Yeah.
Sabu will join the WWF. He did have a dark match, but that doesn't count. Rick and Scott Steiner and the Road Warriors will re-enter WCW. He's off by a couple of years. Well, 1 year. Rick Steamboat will retire. Sting will leave WCW for either the WF or a film career. The USWA heavyweight title will change hands 156 times.
Probably did. It probably did. Because it changed like every other week.
Every night?
Ridiculous.
Hulk Hogan will film a movie for Turner Home Entertainment. Did he?
Yeah, I think he did.
Like, he was doing that Three Ninjas on High Mountain.
I don't even want to look at Hulk Hogan's. I don't even want to look at Hulk Hogan's movies. I'm not even going to look it up. I don't care.
I can just imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Lord Steven Regal will become a respected international star.
You wish.
ECW will become the third most influential wrestling promotion in the U.S.
Yeah,
I'd say that's right. And unable to secure a title shot against Hulk Hogan, Big Van Vader will return to Japan.
That kind of happened in a way.
Yeah, I'll do one more. Let's do this last one here. Scientists will try to harness the centrifugal friction energy caused by Vince McMahon Sr. spinning in his grave. Johnny B. Bad will board a New York subway in full costume and will never be heard from again. The promotional blunder of the year will have Atom Bomb headlining cards in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Oh my God. At Halloween Havoc 95, The Undertaker will make his WCW debut and will be attacked by Big Van Vader. He will then set up after Vader powerbombs him. The Kid will become a regular on Sesame Street and get beaten up daily by Grover. Diamond Dallas Page, managed by Tanya Harding, will win the King of the Ring. They will crown themselves the King of Diamonds and the Queen of Clubs. Mikey Whipwreck will go undefeated this year, but not necessarily unbeaten. Legends honored at this year's Slamboree will take turns slapping the crap out of Tony Schiavone during the event. Feud will be born when Lex Luger blames the last 6 years of his career on the voodoo of Papa Shango. Mystery Science Theater 3000 will devote a weekend marathon to Hulk Hogan movies. By mid-1995, every federation on the planet will have at least 2 Undertakers and 6 Doinks.
Jesus.
The Sheik and Eddie Gilbert will attribute their obsession with fire to Beavis and Butthead.
I'll get to mine here. Most underrated. I didn't go to that yet. Right? The most underrated is Brian Pillman at 694. Then we have Chris Benoit, Al Snow, The Kid, Atani, Bobby Eaton, Terry Taylor, Brian Armstrong, Steven Regal, Tasmaniac, and Eddie Guerrero. Best promotion, AAA, which I'm going to go back and watch some of this AAA from 94 because I got a feeling it's really good. I've never been a big fan. Number 2, All Japan Pro Wrestling. Number 3, Extreme Championship Wrestling. Number 4, New Japan. Number 5, All Japan Women's Wrestling. Number 6, Smoky Mountain. Number 7, World Wrestling Federation. And number 8, EWFI. Best Wrestling Show. Guess what that was?
Was it ECW Hardcore TV?
Yeah. Well, ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling, same thing. AAA was 2. All Japan 3. New Japan 4. Raw was 5. Smoky Mountain 6. Saturday Night 7. Extreme Championship Wrestling 8. EWFI 9. USWA Championship Wrestling 8 and Superstars was 9.
Wait, did you say Raw? I didn't hear you say Raw.
Raw was 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying the episode? Well, Cash App us. That's right, $BTSTS. You don't have Cash App? Download it and get $5. That's right, $5. That's $BTSTS. $BTSTS. Hey, just a quick reminder, subscribe for $5, $7, or $10 at www.patreon.com/Shooting the Shiznit without a G. That's right, Shooting the Shiznit without a G. Hey, use our Uber Eats code EATS-BRIAN-T24790UE. That's EAT-BRIAN-T24790UE. Use that code and get $20 off a $25 order.
So I'm going to float through here. Best television announcer.
Joey Styles.
Yeah. Jim Ross at 2. Your boy, Vinnie Mac at 3. Chris Cruz, Lance Russell.
Wait a second, Scott. Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
At no point was Vince McMahon or Chris Cruz better than Tony Schiavone at calling wrestling matches.
By these guys' standards, they are. Lance Russell, Tony Schiavone, Bob Keidel, Gordon Solie, Sam Rosen.
That's crazy. Gordon Solie in 1994? He was half in the bag. The lack of respect for Tony Schiavone is crazy to me because, okay, I get it if you're a Jim Ross guy. I would never say that's crazy that Jim Ross got votes over Tony Schiavone. The fact that Tony Schiavone didn't get any votes and Vince McMahon did in 1994, 1-2, he's got him. What a maneuver.
This is funny. Listen to this one. Worst announcer, Gorilla Monsoon.
Yeah.
Eric Bischoff at 2. Randy Savage at 3. Your boy Tony Schiavone at 4.
That's stupid.
Corey Macklin at 5. Yeah. Vince McMahon at 6. Gene Oakland at 7. Stan Lane at 8. Number 9. Ready for this? This guy didn't get vote number 1. Art Donovan.
Why? Well, he only did one show.
Todd Pettengill. Honorable mention Brian Webster, Herb Abrams, Willie Watts, Doyle King, and Ole M.
What is with the Tony Schiavone hate? I don't get it. I don't get the Tony Schiavone hate, and I'm not just saying this as a Brett guy, but some of the runners-up that Brett got didn't make any sense in 94. Yeah, I could see it maybe if it's like 95 when he's like feuding with Hakushi and Jean-Pierre Lafitte. He won the title at Mania, and he had great matches with Owen, and they're like, overrated.
So do you have more to go? Because I have some more, but I'll let you go next if you have more.
No, I'm good.
Okay, so I'm going to go through mine. Best wrestling card. Super J Cup from April 17th. When Worlds Collide, November 16th. All Japan Women Big Egg Wrestling Universe, November 20th. Spring Stampede, April 17th. WrestleMania 20. Starrcade 93. 10. Sorry, 10. What? Starrcade 93 wasn't that great, but the Flair and Vader match was good. Smoky Mountain Night of Legends. AAA Triple Mania 2. Halloween Havoc at 9.
94?
Yeah,
that's one of the most average shows I've ever seen. I don't know if you saw my post on the Facebook group that we're in, but I was looking for like what people thought the most average pay-per-view was, and I thought of In Your House 6, the one that's headlined with Brett and Diesel in a cage.
Yeah,
it's right before Mania 12. It just seems like such a lame duck show because there's no way Sean's not getting that main event shot.
Oh yeah.
I just thought that was a very average show, and I thought the same thing with Halloween Havoc. The way I would look at it is, you know how I used to do my LaSalle comps.
Yeah.
If a show had a match that I thought was good enough,
what's LaSalle from? What's that from? Is that your alias?
Yeah, it's my alias. You know how I used to do those compilation tapes.
Yeah,
well,
exactly. Keep going.
I remember Halloween Havoc 94, just nothing being above like 2.5 stars. It was like Nasty Boys against Bunkhouse Buck and Terry Funk and stuff like that. No thanks.
The worst card. Guess what the worst card was?
94. Let me think. Was it Survivor Series or King of the Ring?
Blackjack Brawl.
Oh, yeah.
Then we have Halloween Havoc at 2. The Clash of November 16th at 3. King of the Ring at 4. Fall Brawl at 5. Survivor Series at 6. Rumble at 7. SummerSlam at 8. Clash from August 24th at 9. And New Japan Finocchio Dome, whatever it's called, at May 1st at 12. At 10, sorry. Best Wrestling Maneuver. Great Sasuke Space Flying Tiger Drop. Eddie Guerrero Frankensteiner off of Love Machine's shoulders. Rey Mysterio Frankensteiner off top rope. Scott Steiner SDD. What the hell is that again? What is that again?
Steiner Screwdriver. That's where he has him up
for a
suplex then into a tombstone.
Sabu moonsault on table, Vader moonsault, and Tuchel Scorpio splash. Most disgusting promotional tactic.
Is that the 900 number?
Nope. Ric Flair. WCW retires Ric Flair. Number 2, Hulk Hogan and friends take over WCW. Listen to this one. Smoky Mountain Gangsters race baiting angles.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give him that. Yeah. Undertaker's death and coming back to life. Bullshit.
Yeah.
ECW NWA title double cross. Hulk Hogan and Nancy Kerrigan angle, which the mass bullshit. WCW not pushing AAA pay-per-view show, which Dave Sullivan dyslexic gimmick, and WCW 900 line frauds. My next one, best color commentator: Bobby Heenan, Mike Today, Jerry Lawler, which is garbage. He's crap.
Jeff, 94 he wasn't bad because he wasn't saying the puppies all the time.
Yeah. Not Jeff Blacknick.
Plus, it was a relief from DiBiase or Stan Lane or Kurt Hennig, who are all so bland on commentary.
Who is Jeff Blacknick?
I don't know. Must be like a global or
Arthur Rivera, Ramon Casilio, your boy Larry Zbyszko, and Les Thatcher. All right. Reader's favorite wrestler. Guess who that is?
Is it Sabu?
Mm-hmm. Ric Flair at 2, Michaels at 3, Miami Toyota at 4, Cactus Jack at 5, Kawada at 6, Vader at 7, Funk at 8, Love Machine at 9, Sasuke at 10. Honorable mentions: Al Snow, Takada, Liger, Steve Williams, Eddie Guerrero, and Jerry Lawler. Which fuck Jerry Lawler.
Hey, better than Brett.
Wrestler's least favorite wrestler. Reader's least favorite wrestler.
Hogan,
the Hulkster. Number two. We're kind of getting a pattern here. Jim Duggan.
Hacksaw. I was going to say Hacksaw. Yeah.
They really hate the fact that he beat Austin so quick. I think that really killed that poor bastard. And it wasn't his fault. He was booked to do it. I mean, what was he going to do? You know?
Yeah, but I mean, he could have won the fans over by being awesome in the ring, but he wasn't.
What can you do? Yeah, it's true. Dave Sullivan, The Butcher, and Lex Luger. Worst wrestler, Dave Sullivan. Jim Duggan. Not going to try to pronounce this guy's name because there's no possible way. The Butcher. Mabel. King Kong Bundy. Fred Ottman. The Honky Tonk Man. And L.A. Gante. What's Gante doing in 94?
I think he may have done some New Japan shows. I think he did in 95, and he looks bad, Scott. Like, he can't step over the ropes, and he's a big guy, and he can't step over the ropes. He's got to, like, go underneath the ropes to get out.
Oh, my God. Jesus.
His legs were in rough shape. I saw a YouTube clip, and it was tough to watch.
Worst tag team, the Bushwhackers. I don't get the Bushwhackers shit. They're bad, but Men on a Mission's bad. Harlem Heat's not that bad. Gangsters aren't that bad. Stars and Stripes are bad. Pretty Wonderful. Well, worst television show. WCW Saturday Night. Yeah.
This existed in the same year that Action Zone, right?
Yeah.
And they were still making challenges. And they're saying WCW Saturday Night. I'd say Worldwide was worse than Saturday Night because you had that damn Disney crowd.
Yeah, true. GWF, WCW Main Event, WCW Worldwide, WF Mania, IWCCW. I think you loved that, didn't you? You were a big fan of that promotion.
I never saw it as IWCCW. I only watched it as ICW. They merged with World Class, and that's why it's International World Class Championship Wrestling in like 90. By that point, we didn't have it on our ABC affiliate.
WCW Pro, USWA Championship Wrestling, and WF Challenge. Worst manager. You guess that one.
Is it Jimmy?
Nope, Mr. Fuji.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Harvey Whippleman at 2, Robert Parker at 3, Jimmy Hart at 4, Hunter Q. Rob.
Oh, yeah, he's really bad. He's in ECW, Hunter Q. Robbins III, and he's trying to play like a snooty manager, like kind of like how everybody had their own version of a Cornette in the mid '80s. Like if you were in territory, he's like that. It's just bad.
Oscar, Sensational Sherry, Lou Albano, and Harley Race.
Oscar's bad.
Worst match of the year. Guess that one.
94.
It's not hard to guess this one. Jesus Christ. Just think about it.
Was it Yoko Lex at Mania 10?
Nope. So that's Survivor Series match with Lawler and Doink and all the Miz.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Taker and Taker. Yeah, that was bad one for SummerSlam.
Yeah, and I think if you're a comedy match in the middle of a show and you suck, that's one thing. But if you're a show closer and you suck, that should be worth more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, they came close to taking it. Hogan and Flair from Halloween Havoc, Duggan and Austin, Taylor Maine and Stevie Ray, Hogan, Sting, and Dave Sullivan against Avalanche, Butcher, and Sullivan, Undertaker versus Yoko at Rumble, Piper against Lawler at King of the Ring.
Oh, yeah. That's real stinky.
Jim Steele against the Equalizer, and then honorable mentions Antonio Inoki versus Steven Regal at Clash.
Oh. I think it's because probably the crowd they weren't familiar with Inoki, so they weren't really into it.
Worst feud. Jerry Lawler versus Doink, Ric Flair versus Hulk Hogan, Kevin Sullivan versus Dave Sullivan, Jim Duggan versus Steve Austin, Undertaker versus Yokozuna, Vader versus Guardian Angel, Bret Hart versus Jim Neidhart, Hogan and Dave Sullivan versus the Faces of Fear, Honky Tonk Man versus Johnny B. Bad, Lex Luger versus Tatanka, Arnold Menzel, Rock and Roll Express versus the Gangsters. That's a little unfair because I think they had a decent feud.
Yeah.
And Stars and Stripes was pretty wonderful. We're going to burn through this here. Don't got much left. Worst on interviews. Take a guess who that is.
Is that Dave Sullivan?
Yep. Mr. Fuji at 2, Bobby Backlund at 3, Duggan at 4, Hogan at 5, Luger at 6, Owen Hart at 7, The Butcher at 8, Alex Wright at 9, Too Cold Scorpio at 10, honorable mention Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss. What is wrong with me?
I was even born.
It's 2:30 in the morning. It's late. Alundra Blaze, Harley Race.
She came out of the womb. I suck at interviews.
Yeah, that's what the hell's this shit? 1, 2, 3 Kid, Diesel, Crush, and Nasty Boys. The worst promotion. Take a guess.
Is it UWF?
WCW. It's a trend. GWF, WWF, North Georgia Wrestling Association, NWA, IWCCW, and ECW. Best Booker.
Heyman?
Yes. Heyman, Pineda, Cornette, Baba, McMahon, Dutch Mantel. Promoter of the Year.
Richie Choshu?
Baba.
Oh.
Pina, Gordon, McMahon, Cornette, Ron Scholar? Ring a bell?
Does not.
No. And 3 more to go. Best gimmick.
Taker?
And that's crazy to be given Taker best gimmick in '94. He was not that good in '94.
Who would you give it to?
Well, I'm looking at this. I'll tell you, man. I haven't seen a lot of Mexican stuff, so I can't give it to like Art Barr and Guerrero. But I'm kind of thinking that might be it. But
yeah, I'd say stateside. Backlund going crazy.
Backlund was 3. Backlund was 3. Yeah. They gave Whipwreck to Backlund, La Parca, Public Enemy. Then they gave Guerrero and Barr, Sandman, Diesel, Madonna's Boyfriend, Razor Ramon, and AAA Minis. Worst gimmick.
Doink?
No. Dave Sullivan.
Oh, yeah.
Duke Droese was 2. Doink was 3. Gangsters were 4, and I don't think that should be in there.
Yeah, say what you will about PWI, but when I was reading the results, other than Hogan winning Wrestler of the Year, nothing seemed like outrageous.
I feel like with the Observer here, this is them being like, oh, well, this isn't politically correct, so we're not going to give that stuff.
Yeah, and also I think that they really go by not what is actually happening in the wrestling, but what people are talking about. Yeah. And it's the only thing that makes sense to me, because if you watched it, you would say, this is awesome. Or you just have shit taste.
Well, the thing, let's be real about it, and I don't even care if this person hears this, is that Dave Meltzer's not a positive human being. Not that positive. He's a pretty negative human being, and he's pretty hateful towards things. Well, the guy's been like it for fucking decades. I mean, look at back in the 80s. Junk Food Dog, Antibody Warrior.
How delighted and happy would you be if you had to watch 3 hours of Raw every week, 2 hours of SmackDown, 2 hours of NXT?
Oh, I'm talking. This is back in the 80s. He was bitching.
Oh yeah, but I mean, he also had to watch that. There's no excuse, because wrestling was awesome in the 80s.
Well, some bad stuff too.
There was any given year, there would be some promotions that were like, oh, that's kind of shitty. Whether it be World Class in '86 or Central States Anytime, or but you should focus your energy towards NWA, WWF, New Japan, All Japan, all sorts. UWF.
He had a lot of. Anyway, regardless. Number 5, Evil Undertaker. Number 6, The Butcher. Number 7, Barb, Bob Spark Plug Holly. Alex Disco Nazi, right? What the hell is that?
That's just that he's German doesn't mean he's a Nazi. They can get out of here.
Prince Kara's Guardian Angel. Sorry, go ahead.
You would see an interview with Alex. Right? I'm not saying this happened, but you may see an interview with him, and he may say, "Oh, the dirt sheets," or "I don't read Observer," and you may think, "Oh, he's just bitter," and then you see something like that. Oh, I get why he doesn't read it, because they call him a fucking Nazi.
And you don't think the boys had us in the dressing room back then?
Yeah.
Over the awards, someone had it. Someone's like, "Can you imagine hearing that? What the hell? That's so fucking racist." Mabel and Bob falling down backline. That's what they call it. And last but not least, most embarrassing wrestler.
Is this Hogan?
Nope.
Dave Sullivan?
Doink the Clown.
Oh, yeah.
Dave Sullivan at 2, Hogan at 3, Mabel at 4, Jim Duggan at 5, Droese at 6, and then for some reason, Alex Wright is at 7.
They're really anti-German.
How's Taker not in there? Tell me how Taker, the fucking guy, rose to the goddamn heavens at the Rumble. You're telling me that's not embarrassing to watch?
Yeah, but look at the rest of the year, Scott. He had that awesome match at SummerSlam against Evil Taker. He had that awesome casting match against Yoko at Survivor Series. And
I wonder if it's we'll be kind of easy on him this year. We'll do that stuff nice.
He wins best gimmick.
And there's no way. There's no way he wins best gimmick that year. That's ridiculous. I will say, and I've never done it before, I think the PWI ones are a little more close to realism than Observer, because it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Other than Hogan winning Wrestler of the Year, everything else is fine. The Observer, I wonder if this is going to be like this going forward, because prior to this year, so I wonder if it's only going to get worse. The opinions are going to get worse. But
that little comment about the Nazi thing, I mean, it's cancel. It's cancel culture. Yeah. He better hope no one sees that.
Because, he did always just say that's what people wrote.
Listen, lots of.
It makes me want to go back to read some of the '94 Observers to see if Meltzer calls them disco Nazi.
Well, I'll tell you, if you go back and look at any of the early Observers,
oh, he's very hateful.
He's not the biggest fan of gay people.
No.
And I think he makes that clear. But anyway, I don't need to get some heat going with Dave Meltzer, because I am using his stuff. So I don't know, maybe he'll sue me. I don't know. Well, it's been fun, everybody. 1994 is coming to a close. We will see you next time on Newsstand versus Newsletter.
Mark your calendars. Memphis Wrestling's all-new lineup is hotter than ever. Powered by Pro Shingle. Next Saturday, February 19th, it's our next free watch party at Dave & Buster's in Memphis. Come watch WWE Elimination Chamber with us. Plus, we'll give you a free power card. March 6th, two-time WWE Hall of Famer and five-time World Champion Booker T is coming to Memphis Wrestling. VIP experience tickets are available at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com. March 19th, Memphis Wrestling makes its way to Black Rock, Arkansas for a special event benefiting Black Rock Police and Fire Departments. Help us make a difference and get your ticket at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com. March 27th, Memphis Wrestling is Too Cool with WWE superstar Scotty 2 Hotty live at the Wrestle Center. And be on the lookout for a big announcement coming for April. All tickets are on sale now. Get yours before it's too late at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com.
This episode is also brought to you by SpunkLube.com. Remember, when you're getting funky like a monkey, if you know what I mean, use Spunky. That's right. Go to www.spunklube.com and tell them STSPod sent you. You want the best, you got the best. The best little wrestling podcast in the business. All episodes on www.stspod.club. Did you enjoy that episode? Cash app us at $BTSTS. If you've never downloaded the Cash App, download it today. You'll get a free, that's right, a free $5 for using the code $BTSTS. That's $BTSTS. Hey, that was another great episode of Shooting the Shiznit. Thank you for listening, and thank you to all our sponsors. A big shout out to Bob McGee at Pro Wrestling's Between the Sheets. Remember, you can reach us on Twitter at comicbookmarkbt, Instagram at BT Shooting the Shizit. That's right, Shooting the Shizit without a G. Facebook Shooting the Shiznit, and Facebook Cool Kids Wrestling and MMA Talk. If we don't like you in that group, first you have to ask to get in. If we don't like you, we'll kick you out. All the episodes are at one place, and that's www.stspod.club. Podcast Roll Call. Who's Right Podcast. Po Boys Podcast. P3 Radio, my buddies Richard and Josh. My World with Conrad Thompson and my friend Jeff Darren. Lance's favorite include Nickology, Rock Solid, Playlist Wars, I'm Fat Podcast. Hey guys, remember, keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars.